Well, we hear these terms a lot, recycling, upcycling. What does it really mean? We've got the General Manager for TerraCycle Canada, Louisa Girotto, here. You're not a bicycle company.
No, we're not. It's so much bigger and more important than that. No offense.
Tell us what TerraCycle does, because it's so exciting.
It's awesome. We recycle non-recyclables. And we've got school kids all around Canada and any organization that wants to fundraise helping us to do that. They collect it for us, we pay them for the waste, and we make really cool eco products.
I love that. Like, it's recycling non-recyclable.
Exactly.
And what constitutes a non-recyclable?
Okay, well, there's the recycling that each one of us does at home, right? We know that the plastic bottles, that sort of thing, Everything else that goes into the garbage, that's landfill. So one by one, we're working through those waste streams saying, okay, have we got a sponsor for this? Have we got people who want to collect for this? And away we go. So, for example, drink pouches, cookie and cracker wrappers, chocolate wrappers, Glad Ziploc bags.
Yeah, those tin foily, plasticky, whatever it is. You're right, we have to throw those out.
Lots of plastics get thrown out, so you've got all kinds of stuff that goes to landfill, and that's what we focus on 99% of the time.
So you look at something like this, how do you make this? Like, so you take the you actually take the packaging and repackage it.
Yeah, we do two things. We upcycle.
Okay, this is upcycling.
That's upcycling, because you know exactly what it was. We barely touched it.
Right.
We get the packaging from consumers across the country. This is packaging from all over the country, right? Some of this comes from like factory overspills too. We'll take any kind of packaging from our sponsors, and we sew it together. We got people who sew it together, and then we sell it in stores.
So it's somebody's job to wash the product and get all the last little bits of the Kool-Aid off of it, and the melted chocolate.
This was washed, absolutely. This is some of the factory stuff that's clean.
Okay.
It's just, you know, lots of little pouches that we got to sew together.
So when Glenn's on his 8th AeroBar, he can be saving those wrappers and sending them off to you.
Absolutely. Well, you'd have to go on to TerraCycle.ca.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how do you do this?
So we've got almost 3,000 schools signed up. And schools, religious organizations, anybody who wants to fundraise or do something good for the environment goes to TerraCycle.ca.
Okay.
You open an account, and then you pick what you want to start collecting. We've got about 7 different things to choose from, whatever makes sense for you. If you eat a lot of AeroBars, I think that's, you know, chocolate wrappers is good for you. So you pick that up, and then you put a box out at home, at school, wherever it is that you're collecting, and people just put in there.
So people just come, and then you send it in, or you can.
And then it gets sent in via UPS, all free for you. You pay nothing for it. It's all sponsored. And then we take it, and we will upcycle, or we will recycle, right?
Now, when you say sponsored, is it these companies that are sponsoring it?
Absolutely. Kraft is sponsoring Kool-Aid.
Because it's advertising for them, right?
Well, I'm telling you, I'd want my kid, if I was working for Kraft, I would want my kid carrying my Kraft product, right?
You know what's awesome? I gave this to my kids at the start of school. I joined TerraCycle in April, so I gave them this. It's day after Labor Day. They go to school, and everybody's like, wow, where'd you get the pencil case? I mean, it's really, it's a pencil case. Oh, now you want one.
Yeah, now I want one.
So it's great. So Kraft does that, does the Oreo, which is awesome. And Nestle, of course, is chocolate wrappers, right? It's their, here's a Nestle pencil case, which is really kind of cool. And a mock-up of a coin pouch. So it's a small pencil case. It's a coin pouch from Kit Kat wrappers. Glad is awesome. They're behind they have sandwich bags and containers for this brigade. So that's really awesome. And these guys are great because they sponsor the programs. Upcycling is wonderful, but a lot of the stuff gets recycled.
Okay.
This is plastic lumber.
Oh, wow.
Plastic lumber. You can almost see the flecks of the drink pouches. See the different colors in that?
Yeah.
And your deck is going to last a lot longer with that, right?
I think this is kind of invincible.
Yeah, it's awesome. And that could have been in landfill for, you know, hundreds of years. Hundreds and hundreds, thousands, dare I say, years. Then we've got other things we can do with plastics. Plastic pavers, right? Kool-Aid jammers in this too. You can see the little sort of aluminum specks. It's little shiny specks in that. We also work with a manufacturer that makes soft lunch bags with a hard center. This is from 100% recycled product. So this can go into landfill, or it can be used. It has a new purpose, right? And we can just keep using it. And TerraCycle doesn't want you to throw any of this stuff out. If ever you're done with it, God forbid you put it in landfill, because we're trying to eliminate waste, send it back to us. We'll put it back into the cycle.
Fantastic. So you can recycle, upcycle?
Yeah. You can upcycle. That's right. I've never heard anyone say that, but it's brilliant. Yes, you can.
I would throw this back into
you send it to us, or you put it in your chocolate wrapper brigade.
So you call it an uppity upcycle.
Yeah, we will now. Yeah.
Now, is this a less expensive way to manufacture, because you're not buying? I mean, you are helping the schools and everything with funds diverted back to them, but you're not having to buy raw materials. Is this a cheaper way to manufacture?
You know, I'd say yes, because you're right. You don't have to buy the materials. And then I'd say no, because working with recycling is more expensive, believe it or not, than just mass producing.
The technology
so what we have is, and our goal is, none of this can cost a penny more than a non-recycled product. Because if it does, people don't often want to pay more for it, so it's all line priced. It's got to be line priced. That's our goal. We don't make it more expensive.
That's a great goal, because like in food, for example, people like the shift to organic food. Everyone's like, but it's so expensive.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
But if you can actually meet that goal, that would be fantastic. Where you're actually, it's the same price as it would be if it was manufactured.
It's that way. It becomes the way we do things, right?
So
otherwise, not a lot of people sign up.
Yeah.
Louisa, where do we buy these products? How do we get our schools involved?
Okay, TerraCycle.ca. Open an account and get collecting. And I think the first of these products in Canada are maybe at Walmart for Earth Month. I'm talking to them now.
That would be so exciting.
Awesome. So it's Kraft, it's Nestle, it's Walmart. These guys have been helping us for a long time to do this. And Walmart Earth Month. It's time to buy it.
Wow, I love that. Again, so for more information, go to TerraCycle.ca.
Yes, please.
When we come back, the founder of Look at Me Now.
You know what I love too is that you've managed to find all the same wrappers. Would you ever do something with just a bunch of mismatched wrappers? Would it look as funky?
We could.
Now, is it laminated? Is it like on top of it? Like how does it all look like that?
Okay, so we've got different processes. This one, you put a couple of layers together and it's ironed. It's ironed, so it's heated. Yeah? So there's different processes. Actually, there's a different process to everything. I mean, how do you get this on a binder? It's a different manufacturer, a different process than you would use for this.
Okay.
Right? These hardly touch. They're sewed.
Oh, okay.
They're just sewed, right?
Yeah.
This is heat sealed. So we've got, and this is actually the same as this. Lots of layers heated in this.
TerraCycle.ca. Get all the details. Thank you, Louisa.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.